from when I was younger, I had big body image issues. I was quite overweight at a young age, and that kind of, so I always wanted to be smaller, and that led on to eating disorders from when I was 18. So that was like 11 years of going through that. But the beginning, I didn't really see it as an issue. And then when I realised I couldn't stop what I was doing, and the health impact it was having on me, I was like, well, I need to stop this. And how am I going to stop this? And I was desperately looking for help from someone who had been there. I was trawling the internet, searching for someone who'd been there, and I didn't find anyone for years. So when I eventually found him, that saved my life. That was actually my saving grace. And I want to be able to provide a platform where other people can find that easily.
Yeah, amazing. So it was a real turning point for you when you met your mentor, and leading up to that, you tried lots of different things, but nothing had really had the impact that your mentor had had.
No, yeah, because counsellors and therapists are amazing. They have their place, but they can't actually divulge their own anything that they've been through because it's illegal. It's against their code of conduct. So the power of the mentor was huge because he could say, yeah, I've been there, I get it. And it was that feeling of like, oh, right, I'm not alone, I don't feel judged, I feel supported. And the amazing thing was I never even met him. I didn't even know what he looked like. We just spoke on the phone, and it was free. It was free help. So, you know, all of that that entwined has helped me create Been There, because those are the important aspects for myself, but also as a young adult today.
Now, I know because you have members of your family that you're really close to. What was the difference between sharing your experience and what you were going through with members of your family as opposed to sharing it with the mentor?
I couldn't really have those conversations with as close I am with my family, and I love them. It's very different, isn't it, to feel so vulnerable in front of people that you love and care about so much, and to be that pain or burden or however I felt. And it was the fact that he had been there. It was that they didn't understand, because I don't think they'd ever understand. They didn't know how I felt or what I was doing to myself and the obsession I had. And so speaking to somebody who had been there was totally different. And being able to feel like he didn't even actually really know. He knew me more than maybe my family did in that sense, I guess, but he didn't know me and have that connection with myself or my friends or anything. So it had a really amazing feeling, actually.
Isn't that interesting that there's like a difference between, you know, you've used the word relatable, but it's a different kind of relatable, because, you know, not everybody does, but you are lucky to have certain members of your family that you have a really close relationship with, which you probably would describe as they're very relatable, but actually it's a different kind of relatability that you got from the mentor.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, the power of having somebody who has gone through something similar to you, not feeling alone, judged. It's that all is a resounding thing when you know that they've been in a similar situation.
And Tess, are you one of the mentors for Been There?
Definitely, yeah, 100%.
Brilliant.
So all of the mentors have been there themselves, and they've gone through their own stuff, and they're in a better place to be able to help the young adults. But they've also been vetted and trained. So they go through an application form, reference checks, DBS check, and then they do a training course. So we're really ensuring that it's a safe platform for young adults.
Brilliant. And can you just tell me a little bit more about who it's for? Like, I know 18 to 24-year-olds with body issues, but you've talked a little bit about your own eating disorders. But what other kind of body issues is Been There good for helping with?
Yeah, so it's a very broad topic, really, body image issues, and it can play out in many different ways. It's not necessarily an eating disorder. I'd like to say that people could kind of seek that help before it escalated to that, but equally it is a place that can support you through that. So it's comparing yourself. It's not feeling happy in your own body. So there's a dislike for yourself really that's making you either over-exercise, under-exercise, under-eat even, overeat. You know, however that's playing out, it's like this kind of punishment of yourself that is, causing you to not think or feel good about yourself and what you look like. And now with society, like, we're even more thinking about, talking about, looking at what we're caring about, what we're looking like, and it's so in our face, even more with social media, etc. So it's a broad topic, but it all encompasses a variety of, you know, how big or small the issue may be to you.
Right, great. So really it's for anybody who, they might be right at the beginning of, quite young or maybe not young, but just starting to think, do I look okay, and comparing themselves and noticing that that's not a comfortable place, and it's taking them away from actually living their life. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, because I know you've talked about that. So is that for you one of the biggest distinctions in your recovery, is that you've begun to live your life? Yeah,
like just thinking back to things I used to do to not see certain people, or not even see certain people, just socialise in general. I'd rather like go to that fitness class for the second time, the third time in the day, versus going to hang out with my friends. And it's like, what is life? What are you doing? What, to be smaller? No one's even gonna notice.
Interesting. So if I was 18 to 24 and I'm starting to, or maybe I have been for ages, considering body issues, tell me what I would do to get involved in Being There app, and what would I expect?
So you download the app from Apple or Android devices, and you can set up a profile, but you don't even need to say your name. You could be anonymous if you want, don't even need to put a picture up, and you choose a mentor through the app that you can speak to, and you can chat to them or call them, and it's to have that ongoing relationship, really, to go there to feel supported, to arrange calls or whatever. It's up to you to kind of arrange it. And I think what I want them to feel, and what I want them to gain, is like to feel not alone, and to feel supported and not judged, and to help them on their journey, really. Yeah.
Brilliant. And tell me, what are your hopes for Being There app?
I hope that young adults can go there and find somebody who they feel gets them and has that kind of relatability that they might be looking for, or help them kind of on their way. So I hope that young adults will find a place that they feel cared for and safe and supported. Yeah.
Amazing. Well done, you.
Thank you.